Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. That is good alertness. And it's Rabiot. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Chouameni does really well to win the ball there. Camavinga. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? France looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space, and that could set him on his way. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Now it's Elise. Lovely, now then. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Vinicius Junior.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
France applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Rabiot. Some really good ball movement. Almost half an hour in now. Mbappe. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has a look up. Chouameni. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. Mignon claims comfortably. And it's Rabiot. France finding their passes. He's having a shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! He's shifting through the gears here. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Fires it in low. And the finish! He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Chouameni, Camavinga. France do have a chance to counter here. And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more. So the first half brought no goals. Koundé. Rabiot. Mbappe. Mbappe! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Turns and goes back. Camavinga. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that was vital. Rabiot. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Eder Militao. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Madrid still this single goal behind. Bellingham. Now it's Olise. Brilliantly cut out.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
That'll be a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
France with the corner, they're first.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 11. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe running with the ball. And he's managed to get free. Tries to pass it through. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Great vision. Oh, good take in a good area. The referee has given a corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 8. Se va a realizar
And it's been taken short. France are looking to go forward now. And here's Rodrigo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring 11.
Real chance! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply. Big header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France have their second corner now. It's a mighty effort! Off the bar! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are cruising away! Thuram duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Madrid
18.
making another change here.
14.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a goal kick. And the keeper's given it away. Tries a shot! It's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! An act of charity, gratefully... And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Se ha encontrado un niño de pelo castaño de unos 5 años que viste camiseta azul y gorra roja y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su padre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 26.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Tries to pass it through. That is a brilliant interception. He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's beautifully weighted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he's onto this. Decent chance! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe, Camavinga, nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Eder Militao, quarter of an hour played. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? It's been slipped through. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dembele. That's a throw. Howson. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, cracking ball. And he shoots! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And he's done it again! He's got his second! Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Chouameni. France finding their passes. Mbappe. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Chouameni. No, that's been intercepted. Camavinga. He won't be happy with that one. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that's well seen too. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Shoots! in! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Camavinga, Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Saliba spots it and intercepts. That's a good ball out wide. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's superb. And the shot! It's in! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's charged, surely! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
France take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Vinicius Junior, Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Great ball if he can get there. Face chance! Really well taken goal. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And he's through and all alone! Big chance! He's got a goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Dembele. Good read, needed to be. That is ended up in no man's land. No way through. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides
12,
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 6.
And it's
Serán
Germaini.
sustituidos por el
Zaire
dorsal
Emery.
2. El dorsal
Some really
8.
good ball
El
movement.
dorsal 11. Se va a realizar
Passes
un
coming
cambio
off
de
in quick
jugador.
succession here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Doué. Well, that looks a decent ball. And it's Rabiot. Great vision. Thuram! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Zaire Emery. Thuram was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. France can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Thuram. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's been... And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Valverde. Some good work on the right flank here. Saliba gets it clear. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24. El dorsal 14.
Moves short.
El dorsal 18.
Oh, lovely feeding is such a good mover.
El dorsal
Real
17.
chance!
El dorsal 4.
That's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Corner number 2 then. Alaba with the short one. Good ball, good take. Aimed beyond the defence. France are looking to go forward now.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
France take what looks to be a decisively... Oh, they could be caught out here! He has found the way through.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
And a chance! Top class from Thuram! About as smooth as it gets. And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Vinicius Junior.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's it. Madrid can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. It's a pretty loose pass. Olise, this looks promising. Koundé. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that?
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Decent chance! They've scored! Two, and we've barely begun here.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
France are doing very nicely, thank you. Well, chance for a shot! And it's Tchouaméni, passing nice and neat. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe tries a shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! They're back within reach! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And a chance! It's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
He's having a shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
How many? Just how many? France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought...
Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, beautifully shaped. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, and that's it.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît. Un petit garçon nommé...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Camavinga.
Passes short and sharp. And that's really well manoeuvred. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind.
Colomboani! Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, the idea was a good one.
Oh, that's ambitious.
Great vision.
That looks a good ball through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a really well-measured ball.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That is a great pick-out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
That is good alertness.
Madrid
Yet to have an attempt on goal.
Camavinga.
Chouameni.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
And it's Conte. Conte. Passing nice and neat.
Colomboani.
Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga. And Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Now it's Bellingham. Colomboani.
France are looking to break at pace.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Alexander-Arnold.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, good spread.
Now it's Bellingham.
Vinicius Junior, and he's surging through. Can he finish? It's there! The breakthrough strike.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Shoots! Chouameni. The ball has bounced loose now.
Oh, important interception.
It's a pretty loose pass.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go.
Chips it through.
Oh, that's a key interception.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And here's Olise. Camavinga. Olise.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Camavinga.
France looking to pass their way through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's a good ball.
Goes for a shot! And he hits the net! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Elise, and it's Camavinga. Camavinga.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Now it's Mbappe.
Shot, surely!
Off the post! Great defending, strong and determined.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's away.
Camavinga.
Cleared away. And the whistle goes for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
That gets things going for the second half.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he was quick to react.
Camavinga. France finding their passes. Now, can they get it back? Alexander-Arnold. Here's Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold.
Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Colomwani. Olise!
That's a half-decent try.
Now it's Bellingham. Chouameni. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Vinicius Junior.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Madrid in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
This looks promising.
Pressure coming in from all directions.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. And here's Colomwani. And it's Camavinga.
He's in a great position here.
Big chance! It's in!
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
France get themselves back into contention. Oh, he's been caught napping! Koundé. Now it's Colomwani.
He won't be happy with that one. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
7,
changes here, from
el
both
dorsal
sides in
6,
fact.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11, el dorsal 19. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Chouameni. Now it's Doué. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Mbappe. And the shot! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited.
Chance for a shot! Goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! So smooth, a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
Madrid making consecutive changes here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and...
Shot a goal! He scored!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Madrid take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Could be danger here. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rabiot. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kone. Looking for options for movement. Eder Militao. Alexander-Arnold. And now the breakaway. He's had it taken off him. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Shapes to shoot! It's there! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited.
They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 18 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17, el dorsal 4, el dorsal 20.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Nicely weighted ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And here's Thuram. Dembele.
Asensio deals with that comfortably.
That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space.
Mignon claims comfortably.
And that will be it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment.
Mbappe, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
And we have our very first corner.
Dembele! And that's caused a worry or two.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Mbappe.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Oh, it's a great ball here.
And the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he get on the end of this?
Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
France certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Upamecano. And the through ball. And he's had it nicked away.
Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
There's a quick free kick. Olise touches it back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe! Great chance!
Really nicely worked opportunity, that's some lovely exchanges.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Koundé.
Played out to the right.
And it's Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Howson gets across to intercept that.
And they win it back again. Mbappe!
Olise.
He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Tchouaméni with the short one. And he's gone backward here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, and he shoots!
Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France have their third corner.
They've played it short.
This looks promising. Now it's Tchouaméni. And now they can spring out of defence. Alexander-Arnold. Thinks about the shot.
It is a corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Traumeri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's superb. And he's on his way! Koundé getting this one clear. Now it's Camavinga. Olise. Nice interception, well timed. But that has not gone well.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
France looking to pass their way through. He's gone for goal! Sensational from Camavinga! A finish right from the top draw. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just
shapes to shoot. Camavinga. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Threads one in. Koundé. Camavinga.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Olise receives it in a wide position. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Tries to pass it through. Now there's the shot! And the half-time whistle goes. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Defending was strong and firm. Koundé. Now Mbappe. Knocks it into space. Conte. And he was quick to react.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Camavinga. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. And he's cut it out. Camavinga. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be...
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Ah, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Now it's Mbappe. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Dembele. Tries to play it through. Chips it through. That's the keeper's ball. And they can counter here. Chouameni. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Bellingham. Can he get it through? Saliba, distributed tidily. Bellingham, he's on it, can he get away? Koundé, Camavinga, and this is Dembele, aimed beyond the defence. Not the most convincing of passes. Can he spark a counter here? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Just a quarter of an hour to play. That is good alertness. Mbappe, big chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Olise really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 12.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 6.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
El dorsal 5. El dorsal 18.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's burst through! Now, shot, surely!
El dorsal 4.
A whisker away from making it 4.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Thuram. Played into space, floated through. Can he finish?
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shoots! It's in! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
France are having a ball here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Diaz. He shifted it to the flank. And that is that. Madrid cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.